Good afternoon. Good workout today. Pleased with the progress we're making. Questions?
How pleased were you with the scout team doing the read option all week?
I think they've done a good job. Quite a few of these guys have done it in high school. They're very popular nowadays. We're probably less conventional than most college football teams these days with what we do. So, no, I think they've done a good job. I think both quarterbacks are working over there, and that's good because, like I said, Barrett, as good as he is with his feet, they've made some tremendous plays down the field because of his accuracy throwing it.
Who were the quarterbacks running it?
Hayden Reddick and Gio Rosino.
What are you seeing at free safety this week with Josh Hicks still working there and the other guys getting healthy?
Josh getting better. He's still kind of learning how he fits in the system. It's good to have Aiken back out there healthy. That helps us with our depth. And DeLon and Zoe's been pretty good all year. So, yeah, I feel good about where we're at with the depth.
Does it help having different options there and guys that can do different things?
If you want to have your sub packages, it does. That's critical. And for us, we do a lot with our sub packages, a lot of different personnel groups on defense, and I think that's good. I think what it does is it allows you to keep fresh guys in the game, and sometimes it gives a guy a very specific role in a game that he can really do a good job with, like Andre Hunt has for us.
When you see a redshirt freshman quarterback with a high percentage rate, is that a lot of short stuff, or is he taking shots as well?
No, they're taking shots, and I think it's a testament to a couple things. He throws the ball very accurately, but also he's got some receivers who can go get it. So they are not happy just to dink and dunk the ball. They take a significant amount of shots down the field, and they've completed them. They've made them.
Kyle, obviously Leonte made a lot of big plays, scored a lot of touchdowns last year. What has he done this year that's made him a more complete receiver? Because he's obviously at the top of most categories.
I think he's gotten better. I think he's a year more experienced, a year older. All those things help you read coverages faster. So those things I'm pleased with. I think the other part of it is, we had a couple guys graduated in Brandon Coleman and Karan Pratt that were really good players for us. And when you lose two guys like that, you need some guys to fill the void a little bit more, not just on maybe some of those big plays. And Leonte's been able to be an all-down receiver for us this year.
How reliable are his hands? Because I know he has good footwork and he stretches the field, but his hands in particular, he was talking about rice buckets and stuff. How good, reliable, strong are his hands?
He's got exceptional hands. Yeah, as good a hands as anybody we've had in the program, since at least in the time I've been here.
Still encouraged by the way things are going with the team?
Pleased. Yep, I'm pleased. We'll have the injury report out. I'll check with the trainers and the doctors, and we'll get that report out. But the team's been working the last 2 days. We feel good about it.
How realistic is the noise that you pump into music to what you guys actually hear on the field? Is that noise, I think you said last night it's a jet engine. Is that really what it sounds like when you're on the field?
I think it's a jet engine. I'm not sure about that. Yeah. I don't know if it sounds exactly the same. I don't know that matters. I think what matters is you got to get it to a point where you can't communicate. And that's what we've done. So we'll do it again tomorrow one last time before we get on the plane. That's the part to me that's critical, the ability to practice without having your verbal communication system. I've heard of coaches that don't use crowd noise, but they have practice and nobody's allowed to talk. Just to try to accomplish the same thing.
What was the loudest stadium that you can remember? Arkansas a couple years ago?
Arkansas was loud. West Virginia back 2006, that was a pretty loud one. They get Louisville. When it's crowded, a very loud stadium. So we've been in some hostile environments for sure.
What are one or two things that stand out about Urban Meyer offenses that have made them so effective, obviously, for his whole career?
I think the one thing that's synonymous with his offense is certainly at Florida and now at Ohio State is speed. He's always got speed all over the field, and they have that here. And the ability of the quarterback to beat you with throwing and running. Those, I think, are two signatures of his offense. I don't know if he would describe it that way, but looking at it as somebody who's trying to defend it, those are the first two things that jump out to us.
You've recruited a lot of speed yourself the last couple of years. Do you like the way that the speed matchups look like going into Saturday?
I do. Yeah, I do. I think speed is something that we value here as well. So it's, we want to be a physical team, but we want to be a fast team as well. So, I like the matchups.
We talk a lot about your special teams, but they have pretty good special teams too, especially the coverage units. Just what have you seen from that?
They've got good athletes. If you have big athletic bodies, that's how you get good on special teams. I think that's how we've done it. And I think the other part of it also, and I don't know if anybody has done any kind of statistical study on this, but they play young players on special teams, and so do we. Guys like Robert Martin, Josh Hicks, Leonte Cruz is a true freshman, Andre Patton. We're going to play young players on special teams as well. And so when we get these guys in the program, immediately special teams becomes a priority because it's their first way to get on the field. And I got a feeling it's probably the same way out there.
Are they a block kick team too?
They are. Yeah, they want to block some kicks. There's no doubt about it.
Does it help your protections, I guess, that they go?
I think it does. But we try to challenge our protection every week. The easiest way to get a punt blocked is to relax. So for us, every week, regardless of whether or not a team is a block team or not, we're going to challenge the protection unit.
these running backs, what do they bring to the table?
Speed, and there's 3 of them. You know, Curtis Samuel, I heard Urban say earlier in the week he feels like Curtis will be back, and Curtis is somebody I've known since he was a freshman in high school, so he's a very dynamic football player, and he'll add a lot of talent, you know, to what is already a talented group. Thank you.
Good luck out there, Phil.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.